And good morning, merry people. I know it's moderately unprofessional from a production standpoint, but I am absolutely going to leave this fan under the desk on. But you guys let me know if you can hear it and if it's a terribly distracting noise.
Somebody tell him to just push the buttons.
I already pushed buttons.
No, push the correct buttons.
I'll push the other button in a second. I'm going to push the button now. And good morning, everybody. Good morning indeed. I see Steve and Sean and James Royster. Good morning. And my favorite Ninja Turtle, Maddie Parks, is here and joining us as well, Your Majesty. Good morning, guys. So we're going to take it kind of easy this morning, a little lighthearted meme review.
Well, mostly.
And well, the fact of the matter is that the substance of the Memewar is such that as much fun as the memes are, as much as we enjoy them, it's going to be impossible to conduct a bit of review without touching on some of the controversial or even occasionally upsetting topics that the memes reference. But unless you've got some more ado-ing, I'll go ahead and start with the first one.
I just want to say good morning to Crackshot. Your mom joined us, and I felt like I saw Dan Burks up there somewhere. So,
and I would like to clarify, good morning to Crackshot, and quite separately, my mother has joined us. I don't know who the hell gave birth to you, but
good morning to Crackshot, comma, your mother has joined us. Thank you, Oxford. Okay.
I was about to say, do we know Crackshot's mom?
We might, with a name like
who
that.
Who knows? I mean, God, I've only been married for 15 years.
And then Megan joined us. All right. Come on, man. You know the thing.
I do know the thing.
All right. Memewar Monday. Let's do this.
Let's start here. This just makes me happy.
Looks like it makes Kyle happy, too.
It does. And you know, it's a stark reminder that Kyle Rittenhouse, hero that he may be, really is a kid. And in all fairness, I'm having a hard time not staring at those boobs right now.
Boy, this is the thing, like, every guy has experienced, too. Like, don't look, don't look, don't look, don't look. Whatever you do, don't look, don't look, don't look, don't look. And then I eventually came to the point where I was just like, look, okay, if you're going to wear a tank top that's like a size and a half too small, you knew what you were doing when you rolled out of bed, okay? You knew what you were doing when you rolled out of bed. You can't blame me.
You know what? I was going to pull up something, but
Yeah, no.
I suddenly don't. I don't have any idea how long it would take me to find it. I wanted to pull up that picture of Cade. Steve knows
yes,
the one.
we all know that's the one.
Megan knows the one.
Right.
Ma and Granddad know the one. Yep. Basically, if you've ever actually been to this house, you know the picture we're talking about. But unfortunately, it's just too much to try and pull that one up.
You know, I did one time have when I was servicing an apartment complex. There was the manager of this one apartment complex. All the women that worked in this office were pretty attractive.
Mm-hmm.
And the manager, like the GM, I got along with her like really, really well. She's a funny lady, and she would say kind of inappropriate things. You know, I look back on it, she might have had a crush on me, but whatever. But she explained that here's the rule, okay? You glance. You maybe even take a hard look, but you don't stare. Stare is when it becomes creepy. So,
I suppose that's an opinion.
I mean, I got it from a woman that could fill out a top like that, so I'd say she's an authority.
So anyway, but yeah, I mean, I'm also glad that Kyle seems to be having a good time right now, because he really does. I mean, he went through some shit, but I hope that Kyle retires in a bathtub full of money.
Bathtub full of CNN and Facebook money?
Exactly.
Yeah, right. He and Nick Sandman can have like...
Zucker this, Bezos.
Yes, there you go. He and Sandman have each other on speed dial. Man, you never...
Actually, the latest piece in the news on that is that the lawyers that absolutely excoriated CNN and several other news outlets on behalf of Nick Sandman, that lawyer has now joined the Rittenhouse team to go over what they say is a list of at least a dozen media outlets. I'd be deeply surprised if he didn't get a multi-million-dollar settlement out of each of them.
Steve says, you remember the snake from the Jungle Book? I feel mesmerized like his victims.
Fair enough. I mean, so I was reading this book the other day, and it starts off, the guy is knocked out in a ditch, and it says, he was laying on his back in a ditch, and he was looking up, but not at the stars, mostly at the back of his own eyes, and he realized his error, that the statement he had made was arguably insensitive. And he stood up and looked at the several women around him and said, I know my comment was sexist, and I'm sorry. I should have said I'm a breast person instead of a breast man. So let's move on. We have a Boogaloo meme. Okay. I'll grant the Boogaloo memes are a little dated. These are mostly from the 2017, 2018 range. They still pop up in the feeds from time to time. I freaking love the Boogaloo side quests.
This one is my favorite. This one, because I love the double pun.
Yeah.
Boogaloo side quest number 628. Log a confirmed headshot with a flintlock and a ball made from melted down currency. Achievement unlocked. Penny for your thoughts. Oh. So to be fair, to make a big enough ball of whatever, you probably need like 2 or 3 pennies. But it's not as funny.
Yeah, but not much more than that.
No, I literally mean you probably need more like 2 or 3 pennies. But yeah, that's how much your life was worth to me. Literally, a penny, and now I own your thoughts forever.
What was it? What was the movie where they had the kid, and he put the change in the rifle? So, and he'd say, "I'd make you," or in the shotgun, and he always said, "I'll make you famous."
I don't know. I feel like that.
Is it Young Guns?
Yes, I think that was Young Guns.
Yeah. Make you famous. Okay.
Yep.
You ready?
Yeah,
ready?
I was born ready.
I don't know if I even need to say anything about this.
Sometimes the accurate meme hits just right with coffee in the morning.
Yeah, like I just don't know if I even need to say anything about this. I think it would be more appropriate if the stripper was more obviously Chinese.
Well, yeah, and there's also no way to convey the diaper in chief's obvious dementia, but I still think that the point
you got
across.
Yeah, you got the former vice president himself, and of course the former stand-up comedian Volodymyr Zelensky there, and the Ukrainian bikini. This is well composed. This is brilliantly composed.
Well, and of course, Russia is beginning to respond how you would think they are, how we would respond, and Putin has basically said, "Okay, I've about had it. Next missile system that somebody mails these fuckers, I'm blowing up en route." And it's like,
and I
look, again, don't think Putin is the good guy here, but that's what, that's the correct response. Okay, stop sending them missile systems, otherwise I'm gonna blow them up before they cross the border.
And stop pretending to be surprised when bad guys do bad guy stuff. Right? And I'm not just talking about Putin and invading Ukraine. Please believe, I'm also talking about during a time that our fuel prices are exploding. Gas is $10 a gallon in California now.
Man, don't talk to me about gas. My Nissan Altima wasn't even empty, and it cost $65 to fill up yesterday. A Nissan Altima.
We have a 15-gallon tank?
Yes.
Yep.
I mean, dude, what? What? That's like one of those rich people get their tax breaks and whatever. Yes, they do. Accept reality. Golly, you progressive shitbergs. Pay attention, okay? If you really want the rich to pay their fair share, if you really want the rich to pay their fair share, get rid of the progressive tax code. You dumb fucks. Anyhow.
And shit up your nose, James. I can't put all the cameras on the back of a Harley. But I still love you, baby.
Anyhow, let's keep...
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure if this one's funny.
We can see it. It's fine.
Okay. Yeah. FDA bans importing European formula, U.S. baby formula market. The formula shortage is an example of how free market capitalism does exactly what right-wing fearmongers think socialism will do. Okay.
Yeah, and as Austin Peterson comments, yes, the left really is that stupid.
It amazes me. The government makes a maneuver which has a negative effect on markets. And the left's criticism is that, it's the American government, which is a capitalist government. No. There's no such thing as a capitalist government. Let me clarify something for you. Understand this, get it through your skulls. And remind people, all government, no matter how small and free, right? Because that which governs least governs best. But all governments, no matter how small and free, are a cancer within a free capital market. It's that simple. A free market does not experience problems related to an organization using force to coerce alterations in the supply and demand of the free markets. That, by definition, is what socialism does.
Yeah, Crackshot says baby formula shortages equal socialism. Yeah, and And it also, and then Legion says capitalism is an economic tool, not a societal model. Dan Burks points out that the baby market formula was interfered with, and that's the thing. Okay, were it up to the capitalists, we don't run out of baby formula. That's one of the things. It's like, even if you could find some evil CEO that's like, ooh, I just can't wait to use my golden parachute. The thing they don't want to use it on is running out of baby formula. I promise you.
Well, and I'm going to correct you there, Legion, and this is going to seem pedantic. It's going to seem like a distinction without a difference, but it's not. It's an important distinction.
Those are his favorite kind
Capitalism
of corrections.
is not an economic tool. Capitalism is an economic philosophy, or more correctly stated, a philosophy which is a system of tools. Tools like currency, trade, contracts. Those are economic tools. Capitalism is a broader philosophy, and it is more correctly understood in almost Ayn Randian terms of enlightened self-interest, because it is metaphysically impossible for me to earn profit without also profiting someone else in a purely capitalist structure, because everything's voluntary. If you find that someone is able to earn profit within the philosophy of capitalism, and another person has not also profited and benefited from the deal, then what you've identified is fraud, which is itself antithetical to the entire philosophy of capitalism. And I hear you. We'll go back to funny memes. Let's get more funny. Oh.
This one's funny because it's stupid.
Okay. I'll let you read this one.
But seriously, some folks are just morons. Unfortunately, it seems as though the majority of those in higher-up political posts can't seem to grasp basic biology. I'm sorry, how did you manage to graduate high school, much less become a fucking elected official? Yeah, that needs to stop. According to the Supreme Court, we had chicken for breakfast. Do I need the commentary? Do I need to explain to anybody that these are not chickens? And then if they really, really, really wanted this meme to slap, they could have showed you pictures of Beirut. But, it's...
And nobody's arguing, well, nobody worth mentioning is arguing that we shouldn't kill chickens for food.
Steve says babies are breakfast food. I thought it was just North Korea.
Funny story, Steve. North Koreans do not cannibalize their own children. It's incredibly taboo. So what they do is they trade their children with one another and cannibalize the neighbor's children. Because it's okay to eat your neighbor's children, but not
It's not your own.
Yeah.
Boy.
True story. And ho! Find us on Rumble.
What? This is just a funny picture. I have no idea what any of it means.
No.
None. I have no commentary whatsoever.
I couldn't recognize those spike proteins from 2 years of abusive media coverage, could I?
Look, I feel like we should just move on to the next meme. I have no
I
idea.
accept. This was our whole show last Wednesday. This meme basically covers the whole show from last Wednesday. And here they come. Here they come. So see what's
Yeah, has to look. It's savage, but it's necessary.
It is. And you know what? I'm going to pull out of the it says Texas cops there. Just
Yeah, I think it's well, okay. Fine.
Texas cops. Yeah. Sergeant Major says monkeypox equals moneypox. I don't think you're wrong.
Yeah, I have a hard time disagreeing with your logic.
I'm actually going to close that one out there and bring us straight over to this one, because I mean it's just right there. Maybe if we wait out here long enough, he'll use all of his ammo on the kids.
I'm sorry, but this is in very poor taste, regardless of whether it's true. Sick.
Yeah, and then a science enthusiast. Dark humor is like repeatedly requesting law enforcement intervention during a school shooting. Not everybody gets it. And to whoever this commenter was, I'd like to say, oh, was it too soon? Because I promise you, these officers that were at Uvalde, they didn't get there too soon. Nothing is too soon for these assholes.
Well, I mean, when you're, yeah. Hey, since we're here, let's
Hang them. Oh, I'm sorry. What?
yeah, let's. Dave Bowen sent us this one. So
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give you a top comment on this one, Dave, because that's good pool.
it's like, I want this ammo.
It'll blow the lungs right out. I'd buy this.
It's like, really?
In fact, you know what? We need to go to the next gun show that's nearby and see if anybody's
It's just
actually
like wear
selling this.
GoPros and be like, hey, are you selling that
Are you
lung
selling any
blower
of that lung
9mm?
blower ammo?
That 9mm that blows the lung out of the body?
We'll just print this out and carry it around. Does anybody have this?
Yes. Oh my God. It writes itself. And of course, you know, like everybody at the gun show is going to be like, yay!
You know when I went to a lot of gun shows right around the time that the zombie show, The Walking Dead was really becoming popular. And it's when I was still running the range box, I'd go and set up the airsoft shooting ranges outside of the gun shows.
Mm-hmm.
Had a lot of fun doing that. But I'd go inside and talk to people, walk around, bought some guns, some ammo, and everybody was selling Zombie Hunter, Walking Dead, anti-zombie, branded, custom painted, custom ammo.
Yeah, custom.
Custom. Just everything was Zombie Hunter this, Zombie Hunter that. Even all the ammo. Like, they'd have the big green army ammo cans, and they'd just slap a Zombie Hunter sticker on the side of it and raise the price $20. So yeah, the gun show guys are definitely paying attention to the marketing piece. We'll take a quick peek here. Amber Heard. Y'all know Amber Heard, we covered a bit about how the Amber Heard Johnny Depp case went and how she got absolutely shellacked. Her lawyers are saying that she's declaring bankruptcy, that she's about to be no shit bankrupt, and
well, yeah,
I'm thrilled to hear that.
Well, yeah, because now, like, apparently she's getting booted from Aquaman 2, and everybody's, for some strange reason, is terrified to work with her.
Yeah, can't imagine.
Can't imagine. And now she owes Johnny Depp millions of dollars.
Like,
I think bankruptcy's correct.
Like, I haven't hired anybody recently, but since the beginning of the Me Too movement, I don't want to hire a woman, generally, because of the risk that, if I'm hiring somebody I don't know, I'm at risk just by the fact that if she comes in and starts telling lies on people, for the average American, you've got no recourse. If a woman says man bad, woman weak, then the government brings its guns out. And they don't bother to examine the evidence or question it, which is how she won the case in Great Britain. They literally refused to examine the evidence that Johnny Depp brought. And they took her testimony exclusively and said, no, she said you're an asshole, and that means she wins. It's like, wow, clearly you didn't notice her doing cocaine in your courtroom.
Crackshot says she'll become a porn star, but who's going to be dumb enough to be the other...
Yeah, that's well, in fairness, I guess if you're on camera and you're already a well-known porn star and they bring out this particular bucket, you got a pretty good argument on your side. It's like, no, Your Honor, I do this to women all the time for money. Allow me to refer you to my catalog.
We could play it for the jury. No, that's not necessary.
Your Honor, I'd like to present to the jury exhibits 1 through 3,750 because I've made 4 movies a day for the last 9 years.
Oh, I didn't. Dave says she started a GoFundMe and took it down a few hours later after an avalanche of brutal dragging. I did not know that. That's funny.
Actually that's not entirely correct. What happened is somebody started a GoFundMe that claimed to be opening a GoFundMe on her behalf, and GoFundMe, I'll credit where it's due. GoFundMe apparently reached out to the people that opened that GoFundMe account and asked them to prove that they were connected to Amber Heard or her lawyers as they claimed on the account. And no such proof was forthcoming. Heard's lawyers told GoFundMe, we don't know who these people are, and GoFundMe shut it down. So it looks like what happened there is somebody tried to pretend to be raising money to help Amber Heard from the psychopathic fans that still support her, and got caught basically running a con job. So there's a little context there that's actually important. Steve says, back to funny, please. Okay, this might have to be the last of the funny, because it's 7:57 and I've got to go somewhere.
There's still a couple more we could get to if you would talk less serious stuff.
In fairness. This one, do you know why this one's especially funny?
I could guess, but enlighten us.
Are you tracking on the carrier tracking of the several people who have been confirmed positive with monkeypox?
Look, just
75%-ish of the people who have been the monkeypox positive identified patients over this pandemic, second pandemic scare, they were all at a leather and pony play gay sex festival together.
I knew that there was a gay sex orgy involved.
Yeah, it's more than half of the monkeypox victims are from that. I
didn't realize that it was like, oh, okay, so this could just as easily read no sex with anybody in a monkey suit for 2 weeks.
And the doctors, the scientists on this have actually been pretty clear in their findings that the particular strain of monkeypox that has been identified outside of its usual home in Africa is a strain which is not airborne. It basically requires fluid exchange in order to transmit. And so there was a whole slew of press coverage like, look, we're not saying that it's only gay men that can catch the monkeypox. It's just that it's only been gay men that went to this one particular sex festival.
Well, that's part of why Dr. Fauci's involvement with this was funny. How long before he says that, no, I swear straight people are going to get this just as often as gay people do. And it's like, really? Really? I don't...
It was a 3-day communicable petri dish, says Steve. Yeah, that's basically what happened.
I bet if you go fast, we could squeeze in. Ouch! Just yikes! That's one of those things where, like, you laugh at it, but you're like, ooh, God, it makes my ribs hurt.
Yeah. Oh, what didn't we cover already?
Probably some of the ones in the back of this.
Got that. Okay, there's just 2 more. Oh. This is, honestly, I wish we'd have just had this one on tap last week when we covered it on Wednesday. Because, the Rainbow Storm.
Oh, here it comes.
Dad says my daughter, which daughter?
There's a few to choose from.
My daughter is at the house. You're not narrowing it down much. I got a bunch of those. But, yeah. So, we got one more. And
not exactly as much of a meme, but this is a thing that I love. If the left says they want a thing, I love to suggest, what could be considered a reasonable compromise, and then just watch them spin around on their eyebrows as they realize they, well, as Chris says, they want to hurt you, not necessarily do the right thing.
Right. And I want to be very clear. I have a huge problem with vigorous background checks on firearms.
Yes.
This is one of those where I actually don't care for this one because I am sick to death of conceding grounds to the left in their arguments. Michael Knowles did a great speech for YAF the other day, and he was talking about the transgender issue. And one of his complaints is that the right keeps saying, "Look, it's okay if you're a grown up and you want to pretend to be, and you're a man and you want to pretend to be a woman. Just don't push it on our children." And he was saying, "But we have to stop giving grounds like that." And I think he missed an important piece there. I might have been totally comfortable with a very libertarian stance on transgenderism among adults at one point, but here's where we are now. We gave them that. We were very tolerant and accepting.
Are you tracking?
And they've proved themselves to be untrustworthy and dangerous as a result of that tolerance and acceptance. An argument like this here with the firearms and background checks is the same. I will concede you nothing.
Well, because every time I concede... You remember how, like, when we were kids, you read enough books, Pizza Hut gives you free shit?
Yeah, pizza.
Yeah. Okay. Do you know one of the books that they're recommending now?
I'm a book-reading fool, my man.
Right. Do you know that one of the books that Pizza Hut is now recommending is a book about drag deliberately written for and about minors?
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all.
So, and I say that to say, I understand why you don't want to give grounds on this, but the point of a meme like this is not to suggest ground that we could give. It's to suggest what could be considered a reasonable compromise and to expose the hypocrisy of the other side, because it's not about actually solving the problem. And Steve says a good one here, that no more compromise until they learn what it actually means. And yeah, see, and that's the point of something like this. I don't think anybody's going to say, "Oh yeah, let's have more background checks on guns," or at least most of us are not going to say, "Let's have more background checks on guns."
Well, and they keep saying we need universal background checks. We need universal background checks. Even the Safe Kids bill or whatever that the Democrats crammed through the other day. It's got language in it of we're going to require universal background checks. We already have vulgar, violative, anti-constitutional universal background checks. You can't get more universal background checky than we already have universal background checks. It's a lie when you say we want universal background checks. You have them. Shut up.
Well, what they're trying to prevent is, like, for my stepsister turned 40 last summer, and her father, a retired police chief, okay, got her a new pistol for her 40th birthday. My stepsister is not a felon. She's a concealed carry weapons permit holder. Like, she's about as legal gets for carrying a firearm. And what they want is for what happened there to be illegal. Okay?
Yeah.
That he cannot give her, that a retired cop can't give a family member a firearm without a background check.
Yeah, I mean, Sergeant Major got me a rifle for my 41st birthday.
Which would be illegal.
Yeah, it would be. If they had their way, it would be. And I mean, let's be clear. We're talking about a retired U.S. Army Sergeant Major buying a rifle for his son, a medically retired U.S. Army combat veteran. Right? Yeah. And Legion says guns are a common Christmas present in my family. Yeah, Legion.
That's what they want made illegal.
U.S. Army combat veteran whose father was a captain in the U.S. Navy, and his brother is also a bit of a badass for the Navy. Boy, there's an interview I'd love to get. Marco and Mario. Hell, Mario, you let me know
Legion.
when. Huh?
Legion.
Well, anyway, sorry, I outed you again. It's fine. It's fine. So Legion, you
Mario's
let me know
still
when
not ready to out himself.
you let he has. You let me know when
I
when your
wasn't talking
brother's
about his
around.
actual identity.
Oh,
Come on, the pun was right there. It's June. Keep up, son. Keep up.
Mario's an Italian that identifies as Irish.
That just got rainbow washed.
But you let me know when Marco's in town. I'd love to come down and interview the three of you together. Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be on Rumble only.
All right.
But we're over time. Love you guys. Y'all be safe out there, and we will see you tomorrow.